Hi, it's your girl, Lockish 2020, and I'm just giving a 7-day update on my Sisterlocks. I still have them in the two lobster braids that were put in when I got my installation. Um, I have experienced some dry scalp because when I got my hair installed, I had put a permanent color in for the first time ever. I put a permanent color in and I used a conditioner, which I later learned I shouldn't have. But even with the conditioner, my scalp is feeling itchy. So what I've been advised to do by my lactician is to spray water on my scalp. Because I fear slippage, I haven't used water, so I've just been doing the pat method. Take me back to my braids and my weave days. Just using the pat method to kind of get me through. What I've learned thus far is that my installation took 20 hours, 20 and a half hours, and I have 520 locks. I have medium density hair, and the length was about 8 inches. Natural, completely natural. I didn't do a trim before I got my install. I didn't do anything but put a permanent color in. And I consulted my lactician before I put that color in. I did do a shampoo and I used a clarifying shampoo. Prior to my installation, the clarifying shampoo is just supposed to get all the dirt out of your hair. It's just supposed to make your hair just super clean right before your installation. I have already scheduled my 4-week appointment and I did have to take a drive to get my installation. So I am committed. If you are considering Sisterlocks, do consider, first of all, the economic aspect of it. It will be costly. For me, in the long run, I feel like it balances out. I do want to keep my own hair healthy, and I come from a past of using weave and braiding and chemicals, and I feel like this is going to save me money in the long run, for me specifically, because having to get your hair properly maintenance in a salon is starting to cost way more than getting your natural hair taken care of. And some people who do hair, I won't even call them beauticians because I don't know if they're properly licensed. They don't shampoo hair anymore. So the dynamic with hair maintenance has changed. But for me, Sisterlocks was something I've always wanted. It's almost 8 years in the making. I had to make sure I was financially stable to be able to maintain it. Another thing that I've learned is that you're not supposed to put any oils, butters. The LOC method really doesn't apply to Sisterlocks because you're only supposed to use water until they've properly locked, and then you can consider using other methods to condition your hair. I'm not there yet, so I can't speak to that. I just know at this point, I'm not supposed to use any products outside of water to maintain my hair. I am looking forward to what my hair would look like when these braids come out. Let me give you a full look. I have that grid. I was so adamant about getting Sisterlocks because that grid is so clean. Interlocking methods such as micro locks do not have a grid. I'm so particular about certain things that I wanted my grid to be on point so that in the event that I cannot make this drive to where I have to get my Sisterlocks done, I can still have them properly maintained by somebody locally. Speaking of that drive, I was very adamant about my loctician being very available for my schedule. I understand that a lot of people work. I can't even be certain that all the locticians are even hairstylists, but I do know that based on the Sisterlock website, that the consults that I had for my Sisterlocks was going to come from somebody who is trained to do Sisterlocks, not somebody who just happens to know how to do Sisterlocks or that does other forms of locks. I wanted my Sisterlocks to be done by a trained sister loctician. I cannot express that enough, because I, in my journey of finding a loctician, found people who did do them and weren't available on my schedule or their schedule for whatever reason, or people who were willing to do locks but not Sisterlocks. That's why I'm so appreciative of the trademark that is Sisterlocks, because I do not want to run into a situation where I do not get what it is that I want. And I'm one of those people that's kind of a good client, and I'm going to accept what's given to me even though I'm paying hard-earned money for it and it's not what I want. I did not want to take that chance with Sisterlocks because it's an investment and it's a long-term hairstyle for me, or lifestyle, I should say. With this being my 7th day, I really don't have much else to add, except I did customize some of my hoodies because I was noticing that some of the materials that I wear have lint, or even like my 2 dogs. I have 2 dogs, and I didn't want their hair to get into my hair and then get embedded into my locks. So I customized some of my hoodies with a satin cap lining, and it's very easy to do. You can find it on YouTube, and you just line your hoodies or any kind of cap that you would typically wear over your head so that you do not get the lint embedded into your locks. Speaking of embedded material in your locks, when I dyed my hair for the first time, I burned my scalp to the point that I had scabs in my hair. I did. It was bad. My loctician was like, you did a number on your scalp. And I did, because I didn't know what I was doing. So in that situation, I created scabs along my head, and hopefully I can get all the scabs out and they will not be embedded in my locks. That could be also what's making my scalp so itchy. But as time progresses, I'm going to continue to monitor my scalp, make sure that health of my hair is maintained, and I will do that by using the products recommended to me by my loctician. I'm not an expert in this field. My journey is my own, and so I look forward to what my hair is going to do. But at this time, I'm at day 7, and I'm still excited and happy as ever. It's still the best decision I've ever made. And I guess that's it. Stay tuned. Thank you.